Hey you, and welcome. My name is Roger, and today we're in the kitchen because we are going to be cooking this. What is better than a 2.5 pound ribeye? We're going to do a sous vide, then we're going to go out into the Blackstone, and we're going to do a reverse sear. Let's get to it. All right, first things first, we got our steak, got it out. I'm going to cut the bone off. I don't cut much of the fat just because, you know, fat adds flavor. So we're just going to cut the bone off because I use the Instant Pot for my sous vide, and I think I'll just cut that off right there. And square that steak up a little bit. The dog's looking at me knowing that she's going to get it. She's going to get that stuff. So the only seasoning before will be salt and pepper. All right. If you do not have a mortar and pestle, this is the only way to crush pepper. It's not cracked, it's not just ground, it's crushed. And the smell is so much better. The taste, all of it, so much better. This is a big granite, heavy mortar and pestle that my father-in-law bought me about 5 years ago, and I use it every day. I use it for my eggs, I use it for my bacon, I use it for everything. It is fantastic. So salt and pepper on here, and then when we hit the Blackstone, I'll use the Chicago steak seasoning that. All right, into the bag and into the food saver. Got it sealed up. Right here. That's a lot of extra bag. Let me cut that down a little bit. There, a little slot, down, lock it, mode, sous vide, sous vide. All right, lights are off, sealed up, vacuumed, into the Instant Pot. Make sure it's fully submerged, perfect. See you in 3 hours. All right, everybody. We've been in about close to 3 hours. We'll shut that off. You know, we could get a bigger sous vide and do the whole thing with the bone in. But now we got some Instant Pots. That makes the wife happy. Bring it out, let it dry off, give you a good 125 degrees inside, which is rare. Just the way I like my steaks. Is this pretty? No, it's not. It is an ugly way of cooking steaks, but they come out so tender and so beautiful. Here. So we'll cut this open. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Cooked, ready for the Blackstone. So we'll dry it off. Get it good and dry. Now we'll season it. Use Blackstone Chicago steak. Put it on here. Flip her over to the backside. The Blackstone's on and hot, a little over 500 degrees. Maybe we'll head out there as soon as I get my apron. Let's go. All right, our steak, boiled. Temperature 563 degrees, 584 degrees. She loves the dot for some reason. She's a cat. I don't get it. All right, first things first, butter. Butter, butter, more butter. Butter makes everything better. Yeah, nice and tender that is. Whoa, that'd be perfect. I usually go 60 to 90 seconds. We'll set our timer. We'll show off the apron. Long live the Griddle ants. I have the Griddle ants. Thank you for starting this Facebook group. We appreciate it. That is going to be a perfect steak. A perfect steak. Right there. So, you know, the sous vide is kind of not cooking a steak, but for a griddle and for the ease, yeah. Some days I put it in a smoker to 125 degrees. You know, the Traeger does great, but sometimes we just have to have easy. Gotta have easy. Alright, flip it over. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Another 60 seconds. Another slab of butter. Yeah. Good grass-fed butter, good fat. Good fat that we want to have. Just like that. Nice crust. Perfect done on the inside. We are waiting patiently. And so is the dog. He thinks he's going to get some fat. So the bone, the other piece like that I cut off, threw them in the pan, started cooking them for them. Then I realized I wanted some eggs. So I have some steak and eggs. They got nothing. Nothing. Alright. That's 60 seconds on that side. Perfect. Let's go inside and let it rest. So we let it rest. Now let's slice it and see how it looks. Get fat out of there. And just like that. Perfect. Juicy, delicious, and tender. Tender, tender, tender. So good. So good. There you have it. Sous vide, 125 degrees, and 550 degree Blackstone, plenty of butter. I like it. I'm gonna go eat. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I got to tell you, the sous vide is just a fantastic way of cooking the steak, especially big thick ones like that. We know we're going to get 125 degrees and make it that medium rare all the way through. And then reverse sear it on the Blackstone or in a heavy cast iron pan. Either way, it's fantastic. So juicy, so tender. It's a great way of doing it. Sometimes I do it on the Traeger. Put a probe in there, smoke it to 125 degrees inside, and reverse sear it on the Blackstone. Great way. I love these steaks like this. And being mostly carnivore, I eat a lot of steaks. So, please give me a like and a comment below on how you felt about it. Hit the subscribe button. And until next time, whether we're in a workshop or on a cruise or back out at the griddle, get out there and get the griddling.